everyone, it's Beth from Sweethearts Hair and I'm here with a new model. This is Danielle Kimberly XO from Instagram. She's a blogger. She does a lot like fashion, beauty. So Danielle has got very long but quite fine hair, okay? She's just had a baby about a year ago, was it?
Yeah.
And what's happened is she's got quite fine hair that's kind of got regrowth because she lost a lot of hair, as a lot of us do, just on this side here. So I'm going to do a pull-through braid, okay? But the reason I've chosen this style is it's party season. We're all going out, we're all going places, doing stuff. So this style, I think you could do on yourself. It's going to look really cute. It does work on thick hair, it does work on shorter hair, but it definitely looks great on fine hair because it gives that illusion of having really, really thick hair coming down one side. So let's get started. Okay guys, so the braid's going to kind of sit along the side here and then down Danielle's shoulder. Now, I want quite a few bits out at the front because I want it to be quite soft sack style. But because Danielle's got that regrowth where her hair fell out after having her son, we've got little bits here. So I've got to be really, really careful which bits I choose. So can you see how we've got sort of gaps here? But if I let that hair fall here, make that my first strand, can you see how we're going to hide that? Whereas if I pull that hair up, you're going to see that much more clearly. So just be really, really careful if either you yourself have got finer hair or you're doing somebody's hair that has got fine hair. Just be really careful about the placement. So if I was to sort of pull this bit up, for example, you're going to really see those short bits there. But just by pulling that section down, it's kind of masking those little short bits. Then by doing that as our first section, you know, we've kind of blended that in. And then these bits are going to be curled at the end so they don't seem quite as long. And it should give us a nice soft style. And just again, be careful when you're taking that next section that you're not pulling that hair up and just making it look patchy. If you sort of place the hair down like that, and I'll show you on the other side how I'm going to also cover those patchy bits. So I'm just going to pin these bits out of the way for now. We'll deal with those last. I always do that. I always sort of pull the bits down that I want and pin them out the way. And we'll do the same on the other side. So again on this side guys, I've pulled quite a bit of hair down, but I've used this top layer here, if I pull that up, to disguise these very short bits here. Okay, so if I was just to leave them there, you'd see those, but because of this top layer of hair, and we will sort of give it a curl afterwards, we've kind of disguised those shorter bits, and we'll just have to be careful when we're taking the hair over, because we're going to be bringing it this way to braid, that again I don't take that hair quite severely across and then really sort of highlight the thinner sections of hair like that. I'll have to try, and you see by draping it, you've kept that covered. If you lift it up, you're going to see that. So it's about sort of draping it across and sort of disguising that slightly thinner area. So basically what we're going to be doing guys is putting ponytails all the way down the side to start the pull-through braid. However, I've come up with a bit of a nifty idea, because with a pull-through braid, if you put an elastic in there and then put other elastics down, you always see that top elastic. So actually with this first section of hair, we're not going to put it in an elastic. I'm going to show you how to do it a little bit differently where it's going to look softer and you're not going to see that first elastic in. So on this first section, I am going to add just a tiny bit of back comb to the hair, but that is optional. And then just pull that hair and just gently brush out that top layer of back comb. So rather than putting a elastic in here, what I want you to do is just clip that piece of hair out your way. And then what we're going to do is take a slice of hair. Now remember what I said about being careful about pulling that hair up. Allow it to do that little bit of a sort of sweep down almost. And the same on the other side. And again, when I'm taking this section, because I'm trying to sweep the whole lot of the hair across. Okay, so just be aware, don't do that sort of pull up. Allow the hair to just sort of sweep across. You can use a comb if you want to, but I'm just opting just to sort of use my fingers and direct that hair over. So those two are sort of added together, so it's just one slice of hair all the way along, and we're going to pop in a little elastic. We're going to take another slice of hair. So what you've got to remember, guys, is wherever you're putting these elastics is where your braid's going to sit. So I definitely want this braid to come sort of down here, so then it angles over the shoulder. And again, once you've put that elastic in, flip that up and just clip it. Okay guys, so we didn't do a ponytail here, and the reason is, as you can see, if we'd have put elastic in there, it would have like shown from the get-go, and you don't really want to see that in an updo. So instead, what you're going to do is you're going to divide it into two, okay, just gently, and then you're going to cross the right hand section over the left. So just cross it over like that, okay. Then you're going to get hold of this first pony that you did, and that's just going to be pinned out of the way for a second. You're then going to get these crossed over sections, grab them all together with the second ponytail down. So literally grab all three sections, pinch them all together and put an elastic in. Release this section down. So you've almost got that first stitch of the braid that we are going to pull out, but without having that horrible elastic on show. So I'm just going to start by just softening up this top bit by just pulling the very surface of that hair. And now we're going to pull these edges out. So this little bit of hair here, I'm going to pull outwards to create that braid look. And again on this side. So ordinarily, if you were doing a pull through braid, guys, you just literally split this hair, pull that one up and then put those all together. But I'm going to try something today that's a little bit different, just to see if we can help cover these elastics each time. I'm going to cross them over first, like that, then pull that ponytail up and pin it out the way. Then combine these three together like a normal pull through braid. So it's the ponytail underneath, these two sections of hair, all grabbed together with an elastic. And now again, guys, you're going to pull these edges out. So just keep repeating this now, guys, all the way down. So dividing into two, and then the right piece is going to go over that left piece to try and cover up that elastic. This ponytail comes up and through, pinned out the way. And then these two sections get added together. So when you get to the nape of the neck, guys, what I want you to do, so you've just got the two ponytails left, is just continue that sort of process of crossing that hair over first, bringing that one up, pinning it out the way. And then now, instead of like combining these to the ponytail underneath, because we haven't got one anymore, you'll just combine these two sections of hair together. Okay guys, so I've got a little bit of hair left over here, so I'm probably going to do like one more stitch of the braid, but before I do, I'm just going to put a little bit of a bend to this hair, just a slight curl, but this is optional. So just one more I'm going to do, guys. Dividing it into two, crossing over, popping an elastic in. And then I'm just going to kind of, guys, just sort of fluff up this bottom bit here. And I think I'm just going to leave it almost flowing through that braid. And then lastly, guys, you're just going to release these side bits down. And I'm just going to put a very rough curl to this hair. Okay guys, so that is mine and Danielle's video finished. I hope you like the fact that we managed to hide those elastics. I'm going to do a quick spin for you. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next Wednesday for another video. Bye!